friends, my name is Vanshika Tyagi and this is my channel The Living Science. Here you find the knowledge of some interesting facts of life, and today's question of mine here is why tubal grafting is not essential while we are performing IVF. But before we understand this, we must be very well aware about some basic and general steps that involves in our IVF, right? So I'm going to tell you about first. At the first day of the menstrual cycle of the lady, your doctor will prescribe you or suggest you to go through some ultrasound, some blood tests, some medical tests so that he could come to know about the basic position of your ovum and your ovaries. Then after he will prescribe you a drug named as Leperon drug. This drug is basically helpful for the ovum maturation of the lady. Then after another drug named as trigger short drug. This drug is also performing the same function of ovum maturation, and after all these treatments of drugs, your doctor will suggest you to go through the egg retroviral therapy to the female partner and sperm retroviral therapy to your male partner. And when your doctors are having the significant number of gametes of both male and female, they will fuse them in vitro. And doctors will also perform another process with the female partner, and that is your tubal grafting. And I am here to tell you then how could we avoid this tubal grafting? How could we implant the 16 cell stage into the uterus of the lady directly instead of implanting the 8 cell stage into the fallopian tube of the lady? Instead of transferring the 8 cell stage into the fallopian tube of the lady, right? So, before we understand this, we must be very well aware about the trending concept of today's life. And that is our stem cell preservation. What we are doing there, we are just preserving the stem cell of our baby for the future use. And suppose we need to graft his lungs, his kidney or his heart after 40 or 50 years, we are just preparing all these organs with his own stem cells. So if we could store such a kind of stem cell for 40, for 50, for 60 years, then why can't we store some gametes for some time? Because I agree it is not a possible task to obtain 16 cell stage if we are having the less number of gametes, right? And it is also not possible to extract the gametes in such a large number. So what we should do, basically we should extract gametes in cycles, like suppose 100 gametes in one cycle, then more 100 in one cycle and more 100 in one cycle. And now we are having the 300 gametes of male and 300 gametes of female. Now we should store them at liquid nitrogen minus 196 temperature. That's what exactly we are doing with our stem cells, right? Then after we should fuse them in vitro. And when we will fuse such a large number of gametes, simultaneously at least 1 or 2 fusion of ours will be successful. And we can obtain the 16 cell stage. Then we can directly implant them into the uterus instead of implanting fallopian tubes. And this way we are just saving a month. Because tubal grafting is a process which is taking a time of a month, and it is quite a risky process as well, because here we need to graft the whole organ of the lady. This is quite risky for her life. And if we are avoiding this tubal grafting, we are just saving the month of the lady, we are just preserving the lady, we are just saving the lady from such a big risk of her life. And nowadays people are not even having time for relationships, they are not even having time for emotions, then how they will have time for such a risky and long process. So I think we should avoid this tubal grafting and should try an alternate way for. And this is the answer of today's question of mine, that why we should avoid this tubal grafting while performing IVF, or why it is not essential while IVF. So if you people like my videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you.